Okay, in this video we're going to talk about placements. The placements are important because they're so easily missed if you're not paying attention when you're creating your ads. So I want to make sure that when you're creating an ad and you're getting it, your first ad up and going, that you understand placements. So let's go over to Facebook and I'm going to create an ad for you real quick. I'm not going to go through the entire ad because I do that in all the other videos. Let me pick the right account here. Okay, so we're just going to click on traffic, click continue here, and all the usual stuff is going to pop up that we go through and I teach you. Okay, you have your traffic, your offer, your audience. You'll fill all this stuff out. And then you can see how easy it would be when you get to placements to just leave this where it is. Okay? Because this is automatically ticked for you. What you want to do is come down here and edit placements. Okay, so if you come down here, it'll say all devices recommended. Okay, that's not what you want. What you want to do when you're testing an ad at first, desktop only, okay, makes all these ineligible, takes out the Instagram, audience network, sponsored messages. Then you can come down here, click on the Facebook button over here, and you can see that the feeds in the right hand column are checked. When you're testing a new ad to see if it works, uncheck the right hand column, leave it in the feed only. Okay? This way you can come back later after your ad is performing, and then you can create a duplicate ad and send it out in the right hand column only. Okay, and to do that, what you would do is come up here to all devices, click off the feeds, click off the instant articles, make sure Instagram's off and the audience network is off, and leave it in the right hand column. Now, what you're going to want to do now is duplicate this ad again. Of course, these are all going to be the same ad, so it's very easy to set these up. And I teach you all this as you go through the course. Now you can create a third ad and run it out to Instagram. Okay, so you would have an ad running on the feeds only, the right-hand column only, and Instagram only. And then if you want, you can turn on the audience network if you want to test that out. But these are outside audiences. You have really no control over this, how this is set up. So for the most part, I don't get anything from the audience network. So I don't ever turn it on. So these are your three that you're going to be testing most often, but you can also test this. You know, you never know. This may work for you. You have to have on the Facebook feeds placement in order to test the audience network. Okay, so you cannot test the audience network all by itself, unfortunately. That's pretty much why I always leave it off. Okay, and that's what you're going to do. This way you'll have three separate ads. You can determine exactly which placement is working, which one isn't, and you can turn the ones off that aren't without interrupting the ones that are working. Okay, so if the feed's working and the right-hand column's working, you can turn off Instagram if it's not working, without interrupting the other two that are performing for you. Okay, that's very, very important. Okay, now if you come down here, you'll see advanced options. Now you can skip right over this, but I'm going to talk to you about it just because. Okay, some of you may really have a good idea where your prospects live and what devices that they operate on or they work on most of the time. this might come in handy for you. Okay, so you could choose if you want to target people on Android devices only or Apple devices only. If you don't know that, don't worry about any of this. Okay, you can also come down here and exclude categories and apply block lists. Okay, so that really covers the placements, but you can see how easily it is to leave it in the automatic placements because it's ticked for you as you scroll through heading towards the budget and schedule. Okay, so just take your time through here and get your ad set up properly so you know what's working and what's not. This way your ad costs will come down when you get super targeted and you actually get your ad in front of the right audience. Okay? If you have questions or comments on this or you're having any challenges, go ahead and reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.